My name is Leia. I'm 29 with a chipped mug on my desk and the ordinary dream of being recognized for my work. The startup where I work is perched on the 6th floor of a nondescript building with an elevator that always takes too long. We sell B2B software, say agility every 3 sentences, and cover glass walls with colorful sticky notes to make ourselves believe we're moving forward. I joined 3 years ago, first as an intern, then on short contracts, finally permanent. I learned how to smile on the phone, how to write emails that sound urgent without being aggressive, how to present numbers with upward green arrows. I also learned how to stay late, how to get used to the silence of the office after 8 p.m., that silence where you can hear the open space breathing. On Monday mornings, I'm often the first one in. I switch on my screen, launch Slack, open the CRM, and give myself 2 minutes to watch the city wake up through the window. Then I work. It's simple, almost mechanical, and it soothes me. In that routine, there was one person who stood out, Claire, my mentor. Always impeccable, soft voice, not a hair out of place. She knew everyone, especially the ones who mattered. The sales team listened to her, the developers adored her, the management praised her. One day she whispered, "You have the profile to move up, Leia. Quiet, reliable. I'll help you." I said thank you, and I believed her. Weeks went by. I took on the projects no one wanted, fixed presentations at midnight, answered clients on weekends. Then, one Thursday in March, an email arrived. "Congratulations, Leia. Promotion to junior team leader, effective from the 1st of next month." I reread it 3 times. I took a photo, sent it to my parents and 2 friends. My hand shook. I finally felt like I existed. The first few days, everyone congratulated me in the kitchen. People slapped my shoulder, joked about the future C-level. Claire gave me a dark blue notebook. "For your ideas, your plans, you'll need it." I smiled. I wanted to live up to it. A week later, the tone shifted. An internal email, "Exceptional performance audit. Please review your indicators." I logged into the dashboard. I thought it was a bug. My numbers had collapsed. Unresolved tickets under my name, missed deadlines, sloppy client responses sent by Leia. Even spelling mistakes I never make. I refreshed, reopened. Same. A hot flush climbed up my face. That very day I was supposed to present my results to the director. It made no sense. In the glass meeting room, the director looked at me without smiling. "Leah, your indicators are inconsistent. The promotion, we'll have to suspend it until we sort this out." Suspend. The word pounded in my head. I tried to explain to say there had to be a mistake. He nodded politely, already elsewhere. The meeting lasted 6 minutes. As I left, I passed Claire. She whispered, "Breathe, we'll figure it out." That night, I didn't sleep. I opened my laptop at home, dug through logs, CRM histories, Slack exports. Old habits resurfaced, the girl who wanted proof, not impressions. After 2 hours, I spotted something. Messages sent by me at times when I wasn't logged in. Apologies to clients, late updates. I scrolled the login history. There were nighttime logins from a workstation in the office. Not mine. The next day, I asked Claire if we could talk. "Leah, your indicators are inconsistent. The promotion. We'll have to suspend it until we sort this out." "You look exhausted, Leia." "It's not me. Sometimes we forget, mix things up. Fatigue." "It was from another workstation, in the office." She paused, then firmer. "Be careful not to get lost. People like you here. Stay focused on your tasks. I'll see what I can do." I left more confused than when I went in. "Be careful." That wasn't advice, it was a warning. That evening, I had coffee with Kareem from IT support. We get along, already swapped playlists and memes. I told him cautiously. He frowned. "Without an official request, I can't give you anything, but protect yourself. Change your password, enable 2FA, and keep everything you find." I nodded. Back at the office, I changed everything, and I installed a little homemade script to track any access to my account. 2 nights later, at 2:13 a.m. or stosh, notification buzzed my phone. Log into my Slack from a workstation on the 6th floor. I got up, noted the time, the internal IP, recorded the session. The next day, I found a pretext to pass by late at night. Alone, with only the blue glow of idle screens. The open space looked like a ghost town. The workstation in question was Claire's. A discreet sticker on the monitor, pen always on the left. I felt a chill. I knew, but I didn't want to know. The following day, team meeting. Claire was leading. She projected a slide. Detected inconsistencies. Action plan. Under responsible. My name appeared 3 times. She spoke of errors to fix, of exemplarity. Eyes slid toward me. I clenched my jaw. At the break, she leaned in. Don't take it personally, Leia. It's about the collective good. I said nothing. My jaw hurt. I decided to wait for the big monthly meeting, the one where everyone is there, where key numbers are presented. That would be my moment. Until then, I kept tracing, keeping, capturing. I even filmed one night, Slack sessions from Claire's workstation with my name logged in while my laptop was shut down. Fear kept me company, but also kept me standing. The day before the meeting, the director summoned me. Claire was there too. 2 bottles of water on the table. Prepared. Leah, we've had concerning feedback. There's tension you're creating in the team. We want to help, but you need to accept feedback. My throat tightened. I put my USB stick on the table. Look, I showed them logs, captures, timestamps, the video. I spoke calmly. 2 minutes. 3. Claire went pale. The director's face stayed blank. We'll look into this. We'll keep you informed. Nothing more. I left feeling like I'd screamed underwater. Next day, big meeting. Full open space, white lights, camera on for remote workers. Claire began. Monthly report. Her voice was steady. My heart thumped against my shirt. When she reached service quality, I raised my hand. I need 1 minute. Murmurs. I plugged in my laptop. Projected a table, dates, times, IPs, Slack sessions from Claire's workstation, then played the clip showing my account logged in while my PC was off. Silence. You could have heard a paperclip drop. Claire tried to speak. Her voice cracked. There must be some confusion. Kareem, remote, chimed in. Technically, this matches an unauthorized local login. The IP corresponds to station C23, Claire's desk. The director shut my laptop with a sharp motion. We'll stop here. Break. The room buzzed, chairs scraped. Claire left first. I sat still, empty, the blue notebook on my knees. That afternoon, I was told not to communicate about the incident. That evening, an email arrived. Claire suspended pending investigation. I read it 3 times. Relief? No, something was off. I felt like I'd won a battle in a war I didn't understand. 2 days later, the director called me back. Thank you for your transparency, Leia. The investigation is ongoing. To ease the situation, we're freezing all promotions until next quarter. All? Yes, it's simpler. So, mine too. It's simpler. The phrase spun in my head like a broken fan. It's simpler. Simpler for who? That night, Kareem messaged me. I've got something, not by email. We met at an overlit cafe. He handed me a blurred-out printout. An internal ticket from a year ago, under the name of a former project manager, Camille. Reason: unauthorized account access. Incident closed. Next to it, measures taken. Team reassignment. She left. They repositioned her, then she left. And Claire? Claire took her scope. The puzzle pieces clicked. This wasn't a one-off, it was a method. The next day I searched LinkedIn, found Camille, now freelance. I sent a hesitant message. She replied in 10 minutes. Call? Her voice was steady, a little sad. They pulled the same trick on me. Not Claire, someone else back then. A clean hand in front, dirty gloves behind. If you rise too fast, they test you. If you don't play politics, they neutralize you. Then they tell you it's for the collective good. Why does no one speak up? Because everyone's afraid. And those who stay convince themselves it's normal. Be careful, Leia, be careful, the phrase echoed. The following week, I was invited to a clarification meeting. Room Hera. 3 water bottles this time. The director, HR, and a board member I'd rarely seen. They explained in soft voices that the company was in a sensitive phase, that the press was writing a lot about startup dysfunctions, that we can't afford a scandal. Then the board member set down his glasses. Here's the plan. You stay. No promotion for now, but a year-end bonus. And we move on. And Claire? Claire made mistakes, but she's contributed a lot. We remain responsible for all our talents. Talents. The word made me sick. So I'm supposed to swallow this for the good of the company. For your future too, Leia. Things are forgotten. People adapt. I thought of Camille, of myself in a year, adapted or devoured. That night, alone in the open space, I opened the dark blue notebook. I listed what I had: evidence, exchanges, technical confirmations. I listed what I risked: reputation, references, comfort. Then I wrote at the top, what do I want? Silence. The answer came simpler than expected. I want to look in the mirror without lowering my eyes. The next day, I asked for a one-on-one with the director. No drama, no grand speech. I refuse your plan. I resign. 2 weeks' notice. I want a neutral reference letter, written confirmation my file is clean, and that the investigation concludes I'm not responsible for any manipulation. He tried to argue. I repeated it calmly. He finally agreed. In everyone's interest. Everyone's interest again. Before leaving, I crossed paths with Claire at the coffee machine. She was back, temporarily kept away from sensitive topics. She stared at the cup filling, then at me. I never intended. You intended exactly what you did. I was pushed. You know how it is. Yes, now I know. She opened her mouth, then shut it. 2 seconds too long. She took her coffee. I walked away. On my last day, I packed my desk into a small cardboard box. The chipped mug, a half-dead cactus, a few business cards. Kareem came to say goodbye. He looked awkward. Where will you go? I don't know yet. Somewhere else. You did the right thing. I did what I could. He shook my hand. Good luck. I nodded. Downstairs, the air smelled of rain. The city buzzed, indifferent. I looked up at the 6th floor. Nothing moved behind the glass. I thought of everyone still up there, convincing themselves it's simpler. It's for the collective. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I just made a mistake. But as I walked, something light filled my chest again. A breath. Not pride, not yet. More like a promise. The promise of no longer being a ghost in my own story. The weeks that followed were strange. I started writing again, really thinking about what I can do. Structure, clarify, tell stories. I took freelance gigs, helped a small company fix their processes, slept a lot, and started laughing again, genuinely. One evening, a former colleague messaged me on LinkedIn. I heard you had courage. Then Camille, if you want to build something, call me. And unexpectedly, a short email from the director. Good continuation. 3 empty words, but they sealed what needed to be sealed. I won't romanticize the aftermath. There are anxious days, nights spent counting invoices. Sometimes the smell of reheated coffee takes me back to the 6th floor kitchen. Sometimes I still hear it's simpler. But I move forward. I choose my battles. I work a lot differently, and this work is mine. If I had to sum it up, I'd say this. They can steal your numbers, a promotion, a LinkedIn title. They can tell you it's for the common good. They can dress betrayal up as procedure. But there's one place no one can lie for you, in the story you tell yourself. The ghost career was mine when I let others write it for me. Today, I'm relearning to hold the pen. So yes, I lost an office with a view, a flashing badge, applause in meetings. In exchange, I gained clearer mornings, evenings without a knot in my stomach, and the quiet certainty of being on the right side of my own story. And if one day someone asks me what I take away from those 3 years, I'll say this. Loyalty isn't a slogan on a wall. It's a choice you sometimes pay dearly for. Truth isn't an audit report. It's a thread you pull until you find yourself at the end. And success isn't a title. It's a gaze you can hold in the mirror.